So this is the part 3 video of Married and Divorced, and we're hearing the story of Precious Chikwendu, the ex-wife of Femi Fani Kayode, and these other things that she has shared. I'm not going to stop at this. We're going to be hearing from another woman called Blessing Joseph. You guys, had kids have been taken away from her, and this is a crazy story. These stories are super crazy. You guys just take care. We're going to be talking about it all in this
I had the
episode.
most violent experience, beatings and all of it. Punch me, and he would tell me that he would get rid of it. He would get the cockroach out of my stomach.
The children, where are they?
Yeah, with him, I haven't seen them since August 2nd, 2020.
Being a man of the house, you are meant to abuse your wife. You don't allow your wife control.
Precious, where are my children? Give me my babies. Where did you take my babies to?
Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm back. I seriously had to breathe in and breathe out after listening to these two women share their very bitter experience from their husbands getting married to rich men, getting married to affluent men. I think has some kind of very negative consequences, especially when it comes to divorce. Guys, this is the part 3 video of Married and Divorced. I started the first series sharing about Kathy's experience and her positive response towards divorce, and I went ahead to share about Shafi Bello's experience also. The two earlier women I shared in the first episode and second episode were kind of woke women who were married to woke men, so it looked like they didn't really have a lot of complications in their divorce. Now, these two women that I'm going to be sharing right now, Precious Chikwendu and Blessing Joseph, are two women who got married to very affluent men. One being a politician, Femi Fani Kayode, married Chikwendu, Precious Chikwendu, and it was like that fairy tale kind of marriage. Everybody was so excited. I mean, I remember the time when they shared about the the birth of her 3 sons. Like, people that were not married were like, oh my God, my ovaries. It was like, it really was a beautiful marriage to the outside world. We didn't know that crazy things were happening. And the second woman I'm going to be talking about is Blessing Joseph, who is a woman who was married to a pastor, a Nigerian pastor. Hey, pastor, like my Ghanaians will call him. And the stories are very, very crazy. So guys, let's get back to the conversation on is being woke the reason behind divorce. This is the part 3 video, and let's get down with this conversation because it is really hot, and we have to really come to the bottom of this conversation because we really need answers to some of these questions. And I'm here to ask the question again: is being woke the reason behind divorce? And really, what is happening to marriages? Why are people running out of marriages? Those two women are actually sharing something very, very powerful that I think. Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jogiche. You're welcome to Personality Highlights. And guys, I have been running a series. I've been talking about married and divorced. And the reason why I'm doing this is because of the alarming rate at which we hear about divorce stories. Some are very crazy, some are very cool. And as a single person, I'm actually worried. I'm very worried because I am one of those people who believe that marriage is like, is something that I should go ahead with and stick there if I love the person. And of course, run away if everything goes south. Now, let's talk about Blessing Joseph. Guys, Blessing Joseph, okay, wait, let me just hold on with Blessing Joseph. Let's talk about Precious a bit. Because really, looking at the fairy tale wedding, fairy tale marriage, getting married to an affluent man, being a very beautiful woman, it is really ridiculous to hear that she had to go through all that. And I don't know why this is suddenly becoming a narrative, but it seriously looks like a lot of Nigerian men, a lot of black men. I don't know if it's just, okay, I'm going to speak for the Nigerian sector, okay? It looks like a lot of Nigerian men are beginning to turn this to a narrative that when you're divorced to a woman who you think you have more power over, you kind of, you taunt her, you humiliate her, you make her feel pain by taking away her kids. And I think this is the time where a lot of bodies, authorities need to come in, our legislative need to look into this concept of really denying people from having access to their children. I mean, do you know what it is to carry a child for 9 months? My mom has never stopped telling me how stressful it was to carry me for 9 months. And then I'm imagining Precious's story, birth story. I mean, she talked about, her ex-strangled husband, talked about how he was unable to make love with her, how they really didn't have that union and bond as man and wife, and that everything has to, had to be artificial. And I'm just not even going in deep to talk about how painful that part is, but I'm talking about how painful it is to carry a baby. I mean, I saw this video and I needed to just share about this baby mama sharing her big bomb, carrying triplets. So I'm just imagining this is exactly what Precious went through, carrying these babies for 9 solid months, birthed these children. I mean, she already had one boy for him, and then 3 boys at the end, 4 young boys, beautiful, handsome boys. And you just say, oh, you know what, because you're not married to me anymore, you're not going to have access to children. So this is very, very ridiculous. And I've been following Precious's story. I literally had to follow her on Instagram. And guys, I also went ahead to watch this video where she shared about that she had custody to come and see the children, spend time with them in the park.
Today is the 9th day of January 2022, and the last date on the letter written by my lawyers to the father of my kids, for my kids to be brought to me through the holiday. According to court order, the order was for the both lawyers to sit down and agree on dates that I would see my boys during the holiday, pending the next adjourned date, which is on the 15th of January this year. Now, I've been here on every date that was written on that letter. I was here on the 19th of December. I was here on the 25th of December 2021. I was here on the 1st of January 2022, and I'm here now on the 9th of January 2022, which is the last date before we return back to court on the 15th. And my kids have not been here. I've been here since 9, and I've been waiting because let's say 9 was too early for them. Yeah, but this is 12:15 in the afternoon. I'm still here. They are not here. There are kids in the park playing here. My kids are not here. See if they will be brought to the park or not. It's 4:29 p.m. on Sunday, 9th of January 2022, and I'm still here at the park waiting to see my children. My children were not
Shared
back.
how long she had to wait, to see her children. At the end of the day, she still did not see her children. So my question is, why are the men so bitter when the woman decide to leave the marriage? Like, seriously, it really is disturbing. It is worrisome that we just feel like because we have power, we want to make the other person suffer. And I think it's very irresponsible for men to do that. I think it's very irresponsible for somebody that is supposed to be an affluent person, a person of authority. I mean, we're talking about a big shot here. For somebody who has been an ex-minister, two-time minister in Nigeria, I actually feel like he should have behaved better than he actually did concerning the mother of his children. I mean, it is not easy to bet children, not to talk of boys, the boys that you have been looking for, that you literally had to beg her to give to you. Now you're taking it away. I mean, I think that is truly unfair. And guys, I really want, and I'm standing for justice for Precious. So guys, this is not the only painful part. It literally looks like a ritual. It literally looks like this is like the narrative that is really down there. So Blessing Joseph's story actually really touched me in a different way, because I was like, now we're looking at somebody who is like a nobody. I'm sorry to use that word, but not that she's a nobody, but she does not have a big surname. So she's like a full-time housewife. She has to depend on this man to provide. And she was sharing her story about this guy not even giving her money, and that she had to sell plastic chairs to be able to take care of the family when he was away on a trip. And it's just ridiculous that at the end of the day, these people will come and preach the word of God to us. And I'm like, hey, this man of God, you guys, I'm going to be coming for you very soon, because I really, it's really alarming to see the narrative that we're preaching down, people come with the name of the Lord and they just do very, very terrible things. So it's really ridiculous. It sounds very gruesome. It sounds very hilarious to hear that this guy is a man of God and he decided, to starve this young lady of her own children. I don't know, but something seriously needs to be done. I think our women need to be woke. I think our men need to orientate themselves. I think there is a big problem because I feel like, being woke is really not the problem with divorce. I think the real problem with divorce in this part of the world is because our men have so much power. They're power driven. They're so intoxicated with this power of I'm a man, I'm the head of the house. And so whatever I say stands. If it's not my way, it's no way. And I think this has to change. I think without this changing, I think without this good narrative being spread that there should be some kind of respect for the women, I think this will keep on being the stories. This will keep on being the sufferings a mere woman would go through. And basically, guys, after listening to Blessing Joseph's story, I would say this guy who says every girl, every lady out there should go and get their own vex money, runaway money. Like, you need to have an exit money so that you don't become a victim of this very unnecessary drama, if you ask me. Guys, I don't know, but I really have a lot to say the married and divorce. I'm still going to talk about it, but for this part 3 video, I really want to go into deep because there is a narrative that is down there that we need to really address right now. And I think the earlier we address it, the better we can all get into this. I think the better we will have better unions, the better we would have relationships that are thriving, the better we'll be able to deal with this divorce when it actually happens. Because like Kathy would say, we don't have to kill ourselves in that union. Even if we're away, we can do that peacefully. We can all have custody of our children and, of course, live a happy life. At the end of the day, this do or die thing. I don't know why we're just hell bent on making the Nigerian women suffer, but I think this has to stop in the Black community. I think Nigerian men need to grow up already. I think our women too need to grow up and go and get their own money. Guys, I'm going to leave you with this video from this young man who was spitting sense to a lot of Nigerian women and African women, Black women. In fact, all the women around the world, this message is for you. And guys, literally, I forgot to tell you to subscribe to my channel already. If you have not, please hit on the red subscribe button and to be a part of my conversations. Turn on post notification. Guys, I'm going to see you all in another video. For now, bye-bye. I'm leaving you all with this message from this young shot.
It's 2022. I just want to drop this real quick. Ladies, if you're not a millionaire or if you don't have up to 500,000 naira in your account, you shouldn't be thinking about marriage at all. The mistake a lot of ladies make is that they think they can blow through meeting a man and rely on a man's money. But what that does to you is that you are going to be dependent on that man and you are going to take every single baggage that comes with him because you don't have your own money. It's not only vex money on dates, you need vex money in relationships and marriages too. If he does something that you can't take, you just pack your bags and leave. So ladies, if you are not a millionaire or if you don't have up to 500,000 naira to $1 million in your account, you shouldn't be thinking about marriage. You should develop yourself first. So please, please, please find money first before love.